We've completed the day's flying, and now we've returned home and it's time to finish off the job. So from the dashboard, go over to Job Manager and select Manage Jobs. And this opens up the list of jobs, and we can see here this is the job that I was flying, and we come over and select Finish and Finish Job. That opens up the job. On the first page, the details page, there's not much that can really be added. You can add the duty time, and it was 3 hours of volunteer work. And in the notes, you can add a note on an observation that you made. And for this purpose, we sighted a bait ball. And we come down to next. During the day and at the end of the day, we synced our flights. Now we wish to link our flights. So we touch on link multiple flight records. It may take a few moments to load up, so just be patient. And here are the flights that I flew during the volunteer patrol. So firstly, we have to complete these items here. So drop down, and it was my record and my flight, so I'm applying the pilot. The conditions were sunny with a light southeasterly breeze. Apply those conditions, and then the theme was visual line of sight. Touch apply themes. So you can see here that the pilot name has been populated, the conditions have been populated, and the operational themes have been populated. I'll just touch that there as well. So there's the flight record of the volunteer patrol that I flew. So now we come over here and we link flights. We only touch this button once. It will take a moment to load up. Don't be tempted to touch it more than once, because what it'll do is it'll reload the flights and then reload the flights. So you'll end up with multiples of the flights that you did. So here are the flights that I flew, and the bait ball was sighted on this very first flight. And we can come down to the bottom here, and then we save flights. Now we wish to register the sighting of the bait ball. So under wildlife observation, so under the binoculars here, create a wildlife observation, and we have to mark its location. This is actually Avoca Beach. I was flying at Ocean Beach, so we can just type in Ocean Beach. And that'll take the satellite to there. And I'm just going to zoom in a little bit if I can. And we have to move the dot to where the sighting was located, which was just there. So it's just out the front of the club there. We then select the species. You can see there's a menu here. It wasn't a shark. It was a bait ball, but there's other things here: jellyfish, turtles, and whales. But we can select it was a bait ball. Sighted. Species count, no, there were several hundred, so we'll just guess at 300. Activity, I meant to know feeding. it was just a bait ball itself. Countermeasures, we didn't employ any countermeasures because there was only the bait ball, but if you employed countermeasures for shark sightings, you would tick on one of these and it actually asks for the start and finish time of the event. But in this case, there was no need for countermeasures, and it was a bait ball of salmon. And there was video captured. The weather was sunny and southeasterly wind 5 to 10 knots. So it was this job here, and then we can use this drop down and choose the flight number. It was flight number 1 that we first saw them. We did see them again multiple times, but you just need to put it down once. And then we add the observation and submit pending observations. So the observation has been successfully submitted, so that I can then close that. So the wildlife observation has been made. We've saved the flights. We can just go to the next and just checking off the post-flight checklist. We did all these. If you had multiple aircraft, you can select next aircraft. I only flew the one aircraft, so that's fine. Select next. There's nothing in the attachments. Select next. And there was no defaults. If there was, sorry, no defects. If there was a defect with the drone, you can add the defect here. Otherwise, save changes. And you can see now the job has been completed and the work's done. We've completed the flight totally.